Hi everyone, it's Jo at Cloth Buns here, and this past week on my Facebook and Instagram we have been looking at Preflats, which I'm a little bit in love with. I'm in love with all nappies, to be fair. So I've been having a Preflat revival week and really enjoying it. So I wanted to talk you through the nappies that I have got that I've been showing you. It's not all the Preflats that are out there, but it is a decent indicator of the types of materials and things that you might see. So I thought we'd just go through one by one what the nappies are like and which situations I would use these kinds of nappies in, because Preflats, just like any other nappies, but Preflats come in different shapes and sizes and materials, and I like to think of them just like any other clothing that we might use. What materials you choose and what shape you choose might depend on the situation that you're in. For example, you wouldn't want to wear a duffel coat in high summer on the beach, but similarly you wouldn't want a linen blouse just to go out for a hiking trip in midwinter. So hopefully talking through these will give you a little bit of understanding about the materials they're made of and how they're used. So I'm going to start here with a Posie's Rainbow Preflat. This is bamboo and lycra, I believe, so it's got a really nice stretch to it. So it's very forgiving for fit. If you fasten it up, what might be a little bit tight, it's got a lot of give in it. Very nice for active play times if children are going to be moving and climbing about a lot. If I were taking my son to a park, I would use something like a Posie's to give a really slim fit that's not going to bulk him out. Similarly, another one for that would be the Sunshine and Raebows. The difference between those, the Posie's has quite a slim back centre, whereas the Sunshine and Raebows has quite a large one. So I would say potentially that the Posies would be easier to fit on or around smaller babies, but if you've got maybe a slightly bigger baby, you want more containment and more oomph going around the waist, then this one might be better. This one's actually still wet, I've just washed this. I would also just note that recently I did an absorption test on this and it's only had one pre-wash, so I think it might actually get some more absorption out of this. I will revisit this after a few more washes to see how this does. It's just gorgeous. But this is definitely a daytime, you want comfy nappy that's going to stretch and flex with your child. I would definitely do one of these two, a Posie's or a Sunshine and Raebows. If you have a gushing wetter and you need something that's got a lot of cotton in it to take up that initial soak, because that's what cotton is very good at, I would look at a Bobo tweed. It is also it comes in different sizes. This is the large one, but there is a medium one as well, which is a lot smaller and easier to use on smaller babies. Again, it doesn't have such a large back panel as the Sunshine and Raebows. I think that's probably the biggest one out of the ones I have. Easily boostable. Here I've just shown it with a bamboo terry and a hemp booster. So this is a nice one that could convert day or to night time, because the boosting just sits inside very, very nicely. And if you look at this cotton waffle texture, the water just gets in and gets soaked into that texture, and it's really, really lovely. We've got a Little Pants bamboo terry here, which is just so soft, but this is the large one and it is huge. It's absolutely huge. I would probably use this one if I had a much larger child. For example, if they're an occasional night wetter, you might want something like this just as a backup option in case they do wet, but you want something still nice and slim, because this is very nice and slim. Then moving into, this is a Luna made, which is bamboo mostly to the outside, and it has a hemp based tongue inside it. So this did really well in the absorption test that I did on it. And if you wanted something that is going to go, say, in a car journey, where you wanted to have that little bit of extra time available to you before needing to change, or this may even start doing some children overnight, as it is easily boosted. Any Preflat is easily boosted. This doesn't have the lycra content of the Posies and the Sunshine and Rainbow, so it does have a little bit of stretch, but not so much. So you might find if you've got a little bit of gaping around the legs, you might have to do some rolling and some tucking to get that snug fit. And the same goes for pretty much any of the next three that I'm going to show you. This is again a Bobo tweed. This is a bamboo Preflat, so this is bamboo inside with a really nice cotton terry outside, and it just feels really lovely and soft. But again, it's not a stretchy one. This again comes with a booster as standard. It's aimed at the night market, but again, if you wanted to use it in the day as it is, you could certainly do so. It's a lovely comfy nappy, because it is bamboo based. If you've got a gusher, you might want to put some cotton. And then if you have the serious wetter, the absolutely super tiddler, super peeing child at night and you need a night option, I would be looking at the Matroze handmaids. This is just the plain hemp one, and this is their more colourful option. I think this is the more current model as well. It has got hemp in it, and I think that this is a nice cotton terry on the top, but it is big. They are both very, very big. The little pants one is also very, very big. So I don't say that it's not suitable for a small child, but you're going to have to fold it over quite a lot and it'll get quite bulky on a small child. But if that's what you need and you need that performance, then it's certainly doable. But yes, these absolute heavy night wetter. If you wanted, you could just throw in a little bit of cotton in facing baby just to get that initial gushing soak, because being hemp based, hemp is a bit slower, well, it's much slower to absorb than cotton, but it just holds the fluid overnight absolutely fantastically. Some people ask me what is the best pre-flat or the best nappy in general, and it's not a question I feel that I can answer, because as I've said before, nappies are a bit like clothes. It depends on the situation, it depends what you want it to be doing, and also all different babies are different shapes and sizes, so what works for my children might not work for you. Something that you absolutely love might not work for the next person. That's why the libraries exist, so that you get to try a whole range of different nappies. If you were starting out with pre-flats and you're giving your first ones a tentative go, I would suggest the Posies as a good starter one, because it's got that stretch, it's quite forgiving. The shape at the back isn't too large, there, that back piece. And if you wanted to do it for a smaller baby, you could do a little bit of a fold, extra fold at the front. You could do your standard folding the back down to make it smaller on the rise, but because this is quite a wide wing, I would actually fold it in half again so that it looks like that. So I've taken this wider fabric and I've just folded it in half. That goes down the smallest of the pre-flats that I've got here. Not newborn small, but still pretty small. So this, I would say, is a really good starting place if you're looking to get into the world of pre-flats. And for gushy wetters, this is the large, but I would try the medium. If you've got a smaller baby, I would try the medium size Bobo tweets, because it does come with a booster, but this is just so phenomenal on quick gushing for younger babies. And if you were looking for a really comfy longer wear or potentially night nappy, I would look to the Luna Maid as somewhere to maybe start, but it doesn't have the stretch or the flexion that the Posies does. As I've said before, there's no reason why you can't just boost up the pre-flat that you really love using. If you want to use it at night, there's no reason why you can't just boost it up, but different nappies do different things, and I hope that this is just giving you a little bit more insight into the materials and how the different ones work and what situations they might be good for. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, where I've done absorption tests on all of these pre-flats, so you can actually see little videos of how they've done and how much fluid they hold in comparison to each other. And there's lots more hints, tips, tricks and reviews on the YouTube channel, so do like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next one. Bye bye.